Hello, hello, hello. You are on with the wonderful Divine Soul Empress. And happy Thursday. So, you guys know a little bit about me. I am a tarot reader. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I deal with all things energy. So I am a psychic. And so here I am today. Every time I do this, I always get nervous. So I also make tarot candles. You guys can't see them. I make tarot candles that correspond with the, let's see, I'm trying to see it at the same time and show it to you guys. Sorry, it's the glare. It's my new setup. I'm going to have to change this too. So if you guys have any suggestions, follow me on social media. Be like, hey, this is how you can tone it down, the sound, because it kind of echoes. So I do make tarot candles. They are candles that correspond with the actual tarot card. So like this is my sun candle, brings in a lot of joy and happiness. This is my magician candle. The magician, of course, he's green, so he's all about abundance and prosperity. They are infused with Reiki to help aid in your manifestations for your highest good. So a little bit about me. I am the Divine Soul Empress. As mentioned, I'm a psychic, I'm a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner. I do events all in my area. You can go to my page, Divine Soul Empress, on Facebook, Divine_Empress, _ Divine _ Soul _ Empress on Instagram. I always forget the underscore. To follow me and my content, I'm going to be hosting some seminars regarding tarot, learning how to read tarot, some seminars regarding inner child work and shadow work, spirituality, opening up to that. What I do is I'm kind of I read the energy of the soul, which is our subconscious, our aura, and that's what I do in cards and Reiki. I read chakras. So follow me for different chakra information and things like that. I said at some point I'm actually going to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take callers. I love doing this on air. This is great. I'm going to take callers, and then I'm going to, look, she's from my area. Or they're from my area, sorry. I'm going to take callers and do some readings online so you guys can see me and see me in action, and you'll know that I am legit. So you have a opportunity to get a reading for me before I become a world famous psychic like Miss Cleo. So that is it. So I'm going to take some calls. I'm going to be honest. I love taking calls. I love doing readings with people in front of me. COVID has totally screwed up events. And so I have had literally like 10 of them canceled this year. So this is my way of doing that. And I do go live in my Facebook group and in my Instagram group and do many readings like this as well sometimes. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take our first caller, Leah, in Maryland. Can you hear me, Lee?
I can. Thank you. So great to talk to you.
You are very welcome. I am not far. I am in Virginia.
Okay, great. Well, I'm here for 4 or 5 months, and I've been dating several people in the area and around DC, and I'm wondering if you see any of these people I'm dating coming forth as a partner, developing a relationship in the next 4 to 5 months.
Okay. What I will do is I have about 10 minutes with each caller, so I try to get as much information in as possible. I'm going to pull an energy card. The first card, you had a couple fallouts. You had anxiety and indecision. So I'm going to keep the indecision card, but this isn't exactly the card for that. Oh, you got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so before I, yeah, this speaks of more. So, okay, because you got 7th chakra on the bottom of the deck. This speaks of guidance from your crown chakra. You're receiving that, but you're kind of not listening to it. So let's see what's going on. Sorry, guys, if it's kind of loud. I actually love shuffling. So,
could you talk a little louder also?
Yes. Sorry, I have a new setup. So
my connection is really
Go ahead. I was gonna say I echo pretty bad too. So I have to be mindful of that. Okay, so you have the 3 of Pentacles. You have the Fool. For your energy cards, you got indecision and adjacent possibilities. But you have victory fell out too. So what I'm getting more so is the person that's going to come forward is going to be, okay, so there's a couple things going on. Regarding the dating and the situation, I'm getting that, okay, so as I go through the deck, I'm getting the 7th chakra, I'm getting the solar plexus chakra, and the heart chakra. So you might have went through a breakup or some sort of ending to a relationship not too long ago, and right now you're kind of, I don't want to say doing, I don't want to say you're involved in destructive behavior, but what you're doing right now isn't really for your highest good. You're not following your guidance as you should be. So it's something that you're trying to avoid. So somebody might have hurt you because you have that heart chakra in the solar plexus, and of course that's our 3rd and 4th chakras. And so you may be reacting in a manner that is so if we are hurt sometimes and we have certain traumas, and they will trigger us in certain ways, especially like abandonment issues and things like that. So really what I'm getting is right now you are cut off emotionally from love, but you're using these people to give you a false sense of security, a false sense of attention, if that makes sense, because you're not really interested in them and what's going on. That's also because you're closed off to even the ideal of love. It's kind of like you're searching for love, but you are closed off to it, so you're rejecting it. So this is about taking the leap of faith and working on aligning and listening to your chakras and working on gaining this balance within you. You need to address what it is that hurt you, that you're trying to avoid by going outside and getting outside validation. But I am getting that once you actually decide to step out of this, it might be the person. Maybe it's the person. Maybe you were dating someone and you really liked them, but you did not let them know. So once you start healing and aligning these chakras and getting your chakras in order, and kind of really addressing what it is that is truly causing the issues within, you are going to then open yourself up and to take this leap of faith to take this leap of faith with someone, and it's going to be someone that you work with. So be mindful of that, because of course we don't want to mess up our work relationships, if that makes sense. So I always tell people to be mindful of people in their jobs, because while you may be able to interact and engage, and then if something doesn't work out, move forward, not everyone is able to do it fairly, if that makes sense, without having some sort of leftover resentment or grudges. So this is saying be mindful. There's certain people that you are engaging with that in all honesty you really don't like. Not in a bad way. It's just that they're not for your highest good. This situation might have pushed you back a little bit regarding, so this is what I'm getting. Interesting enough. I just had a reading with someone else I know earlier, and I love her to death. But one of the things that we do sometimes, especially when we have trauma that is not healed, we think it's healed, but it's not. So what will happen when certain attachments end, we will when certain attachments end, we will go out and sort of create self-destructive behaviors. And so, right, so kind of the thing with 2020, right, is that before, when we had these self-destructive behaviors or these tendencies to go out and do something, we could go out and, have a couple of drinks, go to a bar, go to a nightclub, things like that. We can't do that. We don't have these releases. So that's what I'm saying. These releases that you are engaging in now aren't necessarily what you want to do at this time. So you need to be mindful and make sure that you're not just trying to fill a void, and start aligning your chakras and start addressing that trauma so that you can open up and take this leap of faith, and really speak up and tell someone how you truly feel, because interesting enough, this person wants to hear it too. And you may not, so you may be engaging with someone who you work with. You may be engaging with someone that you work with closely, and then you may be engaging with someone else who is in your work, like your work field, but it's not directly related to you. And that's the person that you have these feelings for. You may have had interactions with, like it kind of might have been a misunderstanding that you guys were going to do something or trying to move forward or something like that. And then some miscommunication may have prevented that from happening. So you want to make sure that you are speaking your truth and being honest with yourself. Because if you see in the Fool card, there's also the moon, and the moon speaks of, there we go. The moon speaks of things coming to light. So this is interesting enough. This relationship, this situation was meant to trigger these repressed emotions within you so that they can come up to be healed. Because for you to have the proper love that you seek and that you deserve, you have to get alignment with what it is that you truly desire, and you have to start giving it to yourself first. So a lot of times, even though we seek out something, we will subconsciously self-sabotage. So because we still don't feel worthy enough. And that's kind of what this is going on. So regarding the partners, I think you already know what partner you want to have. You're just afraid to take that leap. And that's because your chakras aren't in alignment, because you aren't addressing your trauma. So I'm going to be very honest with you. I would address that first, especially now that you're in the area for a little bit. You're away from things. You have more time to focus on yourself, and then try not to fill that void with anything other than things that are for your highest good, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think you got this. I think you got a little bit better understanding. I'm so glad that I was able to help you. But once you get those chakras aligned, you'll be able to start speaking your truth and take this leap of faith with this person who is waiting for you to do it too. And you kind of know that, but you're a little afraid. So I appreciate the call today. And I'm going to have to move on to Sarah in New York. Okay, no problem. All right, so we've lost her for a second. So we are going to get her back. That was my fault. Sorry, the caller went a little bit longer. So I like to shuffle on. I kind of like this setup that I have. I know not everyone, of course, the listeners can't see it, but the ones on YouTube can, and on Moonstruck Radio on YouTube. So, and Divine Soul Empress on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys coming in and let me give you a reading. I enjoy doing these on the show, doing them live. And let's see. And if Sarah comes back, I'll give her, not Sarah, sorry. Lee, let's give you fiery climax approaches. Believe in the impossible. So Lee, if you hear this, if you're listening later, and once again here, well, obviously this is moonology, but well, like that one doesn't have a moon. So this is about bringing a lot of your suppressed emotions to the light. The moon is about the subconscious and your honest truth. And so I'm getting a fiery climax approaches, and then you have believe in the impossible. So I'm getting that you just need to align correctly with what it is that you truly desire, and be honest about the trauma, start healing it, and then things will start, you'll be in a different mindset, you'll be living in a different space. So Linda.
Yes.
Linda from Tennessee, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much. Did you have a question today?
Yes. I guess, is everything going to be okay?
Oh, of course. You have no choice. That's an interesting question. I love it. Let me pull a couple cards. Everything is going to be okay. Be mindful of the fact that you're getting your sixth chakra, which is your third eye chakra. Be mindful of the fact that this must be about relationships, because I also saw the happy family that was going through. Also, too, this is a season of letting things go. I got that earlier. I did some readings today. And interesting enough, I'm getting accept what's dying. So there may be some things that are needing to shift in your life. You need to let those things go. That doesn't mean don't take it personal, though. It has nothing to do with you. This is a new romantic cycle begins. I'm getting a strong presence regarding like love, family, maybe marriage. Because you got the King of Wands. Okay, so you got the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So, and I saw a happy family. And then, so I'm not even going to shuffle those. And then you got the Man holding a heart and the Angel of Strength. So this is a couple of things. If sometimes, right? And I tell people this all the time, and you got to work through your fears. So sometimes relationships have cycles, and sometimes those cycles in the relationships call for people to have to take a break. Sometimes people have to hit rock bottom to know what it is that they truly want. We don't like that because we are afraid that if we let them go, they may not come back. But sometimes people need a break to truly start processing what it is that they want and who they want to be with. So I'm getting a strong thing for you that one cycle is ending so a new cycle can begin. Everything will be okay. Everything will work out. You have to accept that there is divine timing at work for everything. You got nothing but positive cards. You just have to be strong. And this is saying work through your fears. So you may be fearful of letting this person go because you're afraid that they're not going to come back. But with this man holding a heart, and it could be just a divine masculine energy. If it's not a man, it's just someone who has very dominant masculine energy. You need to let them go so that they can truly start to appreciate and understand what it is exactly that they have, and what it is that they want, right? And because you also got a new romantic cycle begins, and underneath that, you got the into a tough cycle approaches. So you got to let certain things go. You got to accept what's dying, and that's okay, because people have to move out of our life so that people who are in alignment with what it is that we truly desire can come in. So if someone's leaving, let them leave. Do not try to stop. I don't care if this is a relationship. I don't care if it's been for 20 years. I don't care. Let it go. Do not force anybody do not ever feel like you have to force somebody to love you or stay with you. If someone wants to leave you, then you let them go. If they come back, then it's up to you if that's truly what you want after you spent that time alone. And I think that's part of the process. I think you're going to have one or two things. Either you're going to let this person go, and by letting this person go, this new person is going to come in. After you let your fears down and you let them go, this new person is going to come in and give you all that it is that you desire. Sorry, guys. All that it is that you desire, because you got the man holding a heart. Or this person that you're going to let go because they're not sure exactly what it is that they want to do right now, because there's a lot of healing and stuff going on all over the world. Consciousness is being raised. Once you let them go and you move forward very in your power, in your truth, they're going to come back because they're going to have had the time to decide and make sure this is exactly what they want to do. And you will too. So you will enter it in with a new perspective and understanding, and you both will have a new appreciation of each other. So make sure that that you are not holding on to them, if that makes sense, due to insecurities and fears and triggers of abandonment issues that you have from childhood, and you are allowing things to flow in your life and flow out of your life. I'm also getting to, for you, that you kind of already sensed what was going to happen. It's not even the fact that, because this is purple and this stands for our crown chakra and our third eye, which is our sixth chakra. They're like, one's like indigo and one's like purple. So I don't know, whatever.
Right.
But
I just lost my husband in 6 months. So I was wondering, do you see me moving or staying here?
I got work through your fears. You got an end to a tough cycle approaches. Show the world the real you. I don't see any, I don't necessarily see any movement, but it's asking you to work through your fears. And it's asking you to have strength. So maybe that's regarding moving or relocating or whatever. But you need to do it for you. You can't do it for him, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You need to do it for you and make sure that, I hope my computer's about to die. Sorry, guys. And that's how so you need to make sure that you're doing, this is a thing. You've been so focused on him. What are you doing to heal you? That's what you need to focus on. And that's why I'm saying you're getting this, you're getting the third eye and the crown, because you're getting all of these downloads, but you're fearful of it's not even like you know that you can make it and you can do well, but it's like you're afraid that you'll wind up alone. And that's not, Spirit is saying it's saying work through your fears, because that's not even a concern you should have, because you're going to live such a bountiful life. Once you step into your true power, you are going to have all it is that you desire. So if you are needing to move, but you're only being fearful of it because you don't know what's going on with him, you don't know what's going on in life, you are afraid to make a move or a change, then I'm telling you right now, hightail it up out of there as fast as you can, because this is saying once you work through these fears and you start to recognize the triggers that is triggering in you, it's not about him, it's about the abandonment issues from childhood that you have to resolve so you can be who you are.